I had a series of visions when I was younger. And after each one ended, the same thought would be stuck in my head.
What did you see?
I saw a nun. Word of my visions reached the church, and I was asked to accompany a priest to an abbey in Romania.
The Abbey has a long history.
Valak.
Not all good.
What?
Finley, keep down. Callahan's here.
Hello?
Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason?
and Kelly, or not Kelly, Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
I think
What if I'm
Erik,
the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh!
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hap Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by
Erik?
Kelly.
and Rick. And this week, we watched The Nun, directed by Corin Hardy, written by Gary Dauberman and James Wan, starring Damien Bashir, Taissa Farmiga, I think. I don't know. Taissa?
That
Whatever.
sounds good to me. man.
Teresa? No, it's not Teresa. It's not spelled that way. And Jonas
Excuse me?
Bloquet. IMDb synopsis: a priest with a haunted past and a novice on the threshold of her final vows are sent by the Vatican to investigate the death of a young nun in Romania and confront a malevolent force in the form of a demonic nun. So what do you guys think?
So I was expecting super creepy, and I don't know if it's just because I watched it with the lights on, but it wasn't that scary because I could basically predict everything that was happening.
It was a very much like a straight line movie. Like it went.
It was.
From
Yes.
it started at a point and you knew kind of where it was going to end up, especially if you've watched these types of movies anyways. So.
Yeah. So I do have to feel that out of all these, this whole movie series with the whole Warren family thing there, that this particular demon was portrayed the best out of any demon they've ever portrayed, because usually it just looks like some stupid dude sitting in dark makeup, and this one actually is like, okay, that's a good portrayal of a demon. Like, it's not just some stupid dude in
This
makeup.
is the first movie she showed up in. She's been in
No,
all
it's
the
not.
other ones. So.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's like with the whole like Annabelle and shit like that. Like the demon in that was just so fucking stupid looking. It's like it just totally ruined the movie. I'm like, well, it didn't really ruin it, but it kind of ruined the scare factor of those movies, because I'm like, okay, that demon just looks stupid. Now, like the Crooked Man, I mean, that's freaking really good, and apparently that dude actually kind of looks like that, apparently, according to Steven.
Oh yeah, the guy who played the Crooked Man back in the day, or the one from the Conjuring 2. That dude was not wearing. Well, I think we talked about this, but he wasn't wearing prosthetics or anything like that. That's just how that guy looks.
Yeah.
I mean, except for his face, but like his limbs and all that shit are super long and weird looking.
Yeah.
So, also, Ricky, that's
Well,
the same
creepy.
demon.
Oh, is it?
That's the same demon as this. Yes.
Oh.
The Crooked Man is this one.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's just different manifestation of it.
Yeah. The demon in Annabelle is different.
Okay.
And apparently this nun, the Valak, helped that demon get a hold of the Annabelle doll and kind of come into the world. But That one from The Crooked Man is the same demon as this. So,
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this movie, I feel like they really ought to have done a build-up. I mean, I think to make this movie good, what they should have done was had the Thaisa chick just be part of the convent, right? And then have these women like start going insane or having stuff happen, and like build it up like The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Well, maybe maybe you've seen what happened. Like I think what we get is we get the tail end of this demon taking over the convent.
Yeah.
Like with the very beginning of it.
Yeah, because it's pretty much already taken over by the time they even get there.
If we would have seen the killing, because I mean, I'm imagining that, especially the size of that place. I imagine that place was pretty full of nuns, especially if they're going in shifts to pray and all that stuff. So if we would have seen the kind of taking over of the convent, where the nun is just driving these ladies crazy and killing each one of them one by one, kind of thing. So I think that would have helped a lot, especially if we wouldn't have seen anything. If it would have just been like some lady freaking out and stuff like that, and we just see creepy shadows and all that stuff, kind of the way they did with The Conjuring. I think that's what The Conjuring still has that none of these movies have gotten.
Yeah.
Again, is that incredible build-up where nothing happens for the first hour of that movie, but you're still freaked out because you're like,
well, at least nothing like major happens.
Well, no, they build it up to be something super creepy.
Yeah,
and it is super creepy, but they wait so long before it pays off. Where
a
lot of these other ones, I think we don't have that anticipation. We already see bad shit happen pretty quick in all of these other movies. So
yeah, like Hank Hill says it best. Bobby, you want delayed gratification. You want that shit where it's like, what the hell is happening? Where you get invested in the people getting tortured and stuff.
Yeah.
Or getting fucked with. It's like that's what happens in Insidious. Like, they're goofing around, blah, blah, blah. And then you see this kid. He goes into a coma, and you're like, but this kid. And then the lady has troubles. And then everybody's all fucked up.
Yeah.
You're just like, holy shit. And you feel for the family,
Man, how many of those do we still have to watch? Don't we have all of them except for the first one? Did we watch the second one? Of Insidious?
All of them.
I know we haven't watched I know we never watched the last one with the final key or something like that.
Oh yeah.
With what's her name? Damn, I don't remember her name. Anyways, the psychic lady. It was pretty good.
What that weird little creepy lady from the last movie we just watched?
No. There's the psychic lady in Insidious.
Oh, wasn't that the Warren's wife?
No. Insidious is a different storyline. It's a different world.
Okay.
Well, I think the reason why I get them mixed up is because Patrick Wilson, right? That's his name, is in both of them.
Yeah.
And of course, they're James Wan movies as well. So I get him in it. I'm like, yeah, I've seen that.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if they entered, like if they connected them somehow. I think that'd be cool. Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, it wouldn't be that difficult, I think, to connect those.
Oh, what if we do this? What if the lady? Because everything I've read, apparently the Thaisa lady in this, Sister Irene, is not the Lorraine Warren, which I thought it was when I watched it the first time.
Me too.
But apparently that's not the same person. It could still be. Jason's here now, but we can't hear you, Jason. So if you're talking, there you go. But I was reading some stuff about it, and so they're not apparently the same people. Still could be if she changed her name and stuff like that, and just kind of renounced her vows. But what if that lady in the Insidious is is Thaisa, as she's older? Because those movies take place.
Creepy, bro.
Those movies take place way further down the line. Although she would be really old, I think, because this is 50s.
Doesn't her husband die and she has to take care of that shit all herself? Or is that vice versa?
That's in the Insidious, and not in the Insidious, but in the Conjuring world. Like Lorraine Warren, her husband does die in real life. In the movies, he has not died.
Okay.
Yeah. But he, I think
That
he
stuff's
died of natural
scary.
causes. So, as far as we
It's
know.
not-
So we still can't hear Jason.
No, you can hear me. I'm just not talking.
Okay, well your thing kept on bleeping up like you're trying to talk, and it wasn't. You weren't coming through.
No, it's just picking
No,
up background
no,
noise.
I just my mic is set a little sensitive at the moment, and I can't figure out how to change that anymore. They
Turn the
moved
knob.
fucking gear or something.
Remember, turn the knob.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So apparently, I mean, we've probably talked about this beforehand from the other movies, but if you go to the Warren house, you can actually have dinner with the original Annabelle doll. They just tell you don't ever touch it. I guess they'll pull it out of a case and they'll only touch it with blankets. They won't actually get direct contact.
No.
And they say that if you like
No.
make fun of it or screw with it in any way, or well, it's said that anyone that has like made fun of the doll or screwed with it in any way dies like very quickly after leaving the dinner. Like a couple of people got hit.
Talk about it.
Yeah, a couple. I guess they're saying like at least one person got hit and killed by a car immediately leaving the house. Like when they were done with the dinner, because they were fucking with the doll and they left and they were trying to cross the street or something to get to their car and they're immediately hit and killed by a car. Yeah, so like.
I would have been more impressed if the person was hit and killed by an airplane.
Well, yeah, but you know, I mean.
Like walking across the street and then.
Yeah, well, you know, but Eric, I mean,
That would've
like,
been
the
best.
demon.
You're like, whoa. Dude.
Yeah, but the demon only has a driver's license. It doesn't have a flying license. You know what I mean? So like, we can't reasonably
He
expect
doesn't want to get
it.
in trouble with the law when he kills somebody.
Exactly. If it's gonna do it, it's gonna do it by the books. You know what I mean? So like, if it's gonna kill someone with a car, it has to have a valid driver's license or learner's permit. It's just what it is. You know.
You know what's funny about that? I totally see that. Like a ton of these movies, they have to like go. They're so by the book and so litigious, basically. And it just makes you wonder about lawyers, bureaucrats.
Well, I mean, they say that hell's full of lawyers. So I mean, like. So like maybe like if you kill someone, like if you're a demon, you kill someone like with a car, right? Like you don't get to keep their soul unless you have a driver's license. And the lawyers down there like just made all this paperwork, just all this bureaucratic bullshit. As a a demon lawyer, you just like so it says here, you don't have an active driver's license when you ran over that person. So Annabelle demon, we're gonna have to deduct that soul you took along with 5 others, and so there you go. You have to sign here, and here. Don't try that weird, creepy walking up the wall bullshit with me, Annabelle. I can do it too.
He's just like walking up the wall. He's just like, yeah. What are you doing? He's like, he's upside down. What the fuck are you doing here?
His desk is up there too. Just all of a sudden, he's like, yeah. I'm like, come on, Annabelle. Like, really? Seriously?
They're just trying to reach down and then run the drivers.
It's like we have a driver's safety course down here in hell. It's an excellent course. It's one of the best. All right.
I mean, most of the DMV people are here, so
exactly. Like we have plenty of staff. It's never understaffed. All right. That's actually one thing about hell. Like the DMV is not understaffed. Like it's actually really quite efficient, and you just get in and out, and it's quick and simple and easy.
Best place to be in here.
It's the best place to be.
I mean, yeah, she's got like the nun has to follow these rules of like you gotta possess a person to be able to get out, possess a soul to get out. But obviously,
but don't you also have to terrify them first before you can even possess them? Isn't that part of the whole possession thing?
I feel like
is that you have to infect them?
That's what the guy was talking about at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that you pretty much you have to infect the person with fear, and that sort of weakens them enough and strengthens the demon to allow it to actually possess someone's body. Because
look at the crazy shit that fucking thing was doing in there, like fucking tossing the priest into the dirt and like covering him up.
Well, yeah, that thing was already insanely fucking powerful.
It was infecting like the outside of the convent at that time. So.
You're cutting out pretty bad there, Eric.
Yeah. Could you imagine having some snake come at you in the? I am.
Yeah, we're losing. It's like bad internet, kind of weirdness.
Yeah.
Still real bad?
No, you're good now.
Okay, that's weird. Anyways, so yeah, that was pretty scary, where you're like, that snake came at him and then he fell in the hole and he just fucking disappeared.
No, yeah.
I want nothing to do with being buried alive. Fuck that.
Yeah. And then what was it like? They found like a bunch books of the occult like in that coffin too, or some shit.
Yeah, they found whatever they needed to be able to defeat the demon, apparently. So it's weird that the demon tossed him in that grave, because it totally found everything he needed.
Yeah, exactly. Now, wasn't that all because there was some like evil fucking dude trying to summon a portal to hell during World War II?
No, this was a duke back in like the 1500s.
Oh, okay.
And then World War II, when
that's
bombs
right.
dropped, it cracked the seal and let it out.
Yeah, let it out. That's right. Because like people came in there and they found out what he was doing and they stopped him and killed him.
Yeah.
I do have to say, out of all the movies in the Conjuring type series, I feel like this is one of the less scary ones.
I still feel like the first Annabelle was less scary than this, but yeah, I don't think it's very high on the scare factor.
No, but it does have a good story behind it, though.
I like the story. I thought it was well told. I liked the way they did it, especially how all the nuns were dead, but they thought they were alive still. The way it was messing with them.
Yeah,
I thought that was all really. It just wasn't super scary.
No. Well, it was like that total like mind fuck, I mean, of like, oh yeah, the nuns are here, but really it's just a fucking hallucination caused by the fucking, Valak or whatever they call it,
Yeah.
So it was just fucking with them trying to gain control and get out of the fucking church.
What's really weird is that
Go ahead.
if it was actually controlling all those like spirits or whatever of the nuns that were trying to keep it there, why did it tell them about Christ's blood to begin with?
I wonder if maybe some of those nuns, even though they were maybe manifested by Valak, I wonder if some of them still had like
some kind of divine protection or something like that. Like they weren't being able to be controlled by Valak. Like they were trapped there, and maybe maybe it alluded to a certain extent of of what's happened to them. But I feel like the fact that they were still praying, and all that kind of stuff there, it helped to keep them, from falling under its influence to that full extent.
Or Valak just wanted to get a hold of that blood so they could get rid of it.
Well, Valak gets out in the end, doesn't he?
Yeah, through the dude.
Yeah, that was just probably its plan the whole along.
Yeah, but I think
the least scared person the entire time. Of all the people, he was the least scared one, and
he definitely was.
Yeah,
he was the least protected by whatever godly stuff was going on, and he was just like, I got a shotgun, I'm good. See, this is what I'm saying, shotgun. Just take a shotgun, man. Yep. What's he gonna do without a shotgun? But if maybe Valak wanted to get rid of that fucking vial of blood. That's
kind of what I was thinking. Is like it was wanting him to break it and get rid of it, so it couldn't ever be locked back in there. And then it was like, oh, I'm just gonna go get this dude here. Which also, I mean,
I definitely think he was just a secondary choice. He was not like
no. But I mean, at the same time, though, I think it's kind of odd that like it would go after that dude because of the whole infection thing there. You know what I mean? God damn it, Steven. Because
I think the blood like substantially weakened Valak too. Like, you seen what the girl looked like when he had possessed her in the hole. On that pentagram, and then when he wiped the blood on her and it shit him out of there. I think that she was like, well, I'm gonna hedge my bets and put a little bit in this guy.
So what we're saying is that she Voldemorted him.
She did.
She sat in the back of his head and like fucked him up to the point where he couldn't survive any longer, and then it had to burst out.
Yeah. Which I'm like, okay, like honestly though, like I mean, like in this kind of situation though, I mean, like especially because the whole Warren thing there, and I mean also just as a priest in general. So like if you're like specialize in like the whole exorcism of this shit, and you've gone through and actually dealt with demons in the past. Wouldn't you like to sort of have like this simple rule, like, okay, like once we're all done and we think we've gotten rid of the demon, everyone has to go into this cleaning area, strip down, and look for any marks of the beast.
Yeah, you should just go take a bath in fucking holy water.
Yeah, it's like you're going to be inspected for any mark of the beast, and if you have one, you're going to have an exorcism performed on you because we're not done yet. Like, the damn thing's trying to fucking pull a sneaky on us and get out. Like
Steve's idea, just a bath of holy water. If they can dunk under that, like a baptism, then they're fine.
Well, they're either fine or they'll end up screaming and burning in agony because that demon's going to make them burn, and until the demon leaves them, and then hopefully the person could survive such a stressful ordeal. Because that one dude that exorcist dude there was all tore up because he failed to save that boy because he sustained fatal wounds from the last exorcism that he went and did.
Do you know why it didn't work?
Huh.
He didn't have a young priest with him.
That's right. You gotta have a young priest and an old priest. And a bottle of Taco Bell hot sauce and some ball sweat.
That's right.
Yep.
Eric, you're going to need to get ordained.
You take the ball
That
set
would be
Taco
weird.
Bell juice thing, and you just put a cross on their head, and it just starts burning.
So
you know.
what I'm getting out of this is that Steven and Eric need to go to the Warren house and take over for it of containing these
I'm not
things.
fucking going near that place. Fuck you.
You two are the only ones that have the secret sauce.
There'd
You
be every jump, and Steve would be like, "Huh," and I'd be like, "Huh, what?" And then we'd be jumping at each other, and we'd turn into the Hardly boys. Either, Steve, I'm getting a clue.
I'm getting a raging clue.
A raging clue, Steve.
Oh, my clue's pointing me this way. Oh, let's follow your clue.
So by this
Quit poking me
metric,
with your
though,
clue, Eric.
by this metric though, I would be the old priest, right? I mean, besides I look older, I'm also like 2 months older than you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So see, it'll work out. Then you guys go to the Warren place, and then I can sit there and have dinner with Annabelle every night. You know what I mean? And all is good.
We'll be fine if we have the ginger with us. He'll just take all the souls that try to come out and get us.
I know.
Honestly, like those demons think that they're fucking badass. They don't know fucking shit.
I've never seen a ginger.
Ricky possesses the demon.
That's literally what it would be.
Like, the demon is, they watch scary movies of gingers chasing.
That's what it is. Are we still streaming?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I just want to make sure that was actually still on because that whole shit popped up.
No, what we would see is Ricky taking control of the Annabelle doll, and then he'd be like, it'd have his little weird face on it, but it'd just be the little Annabelle doll running
The
around.
large ass fucking red beard,
Yeah.
just like, hey, what's up, guys? You guys see my lighter anywhere? I think I misplaced it. Renty's, I'm a Ricky's haunted bag of weed.
I do remember in that Annabelle movie though that there was some samurai armor in there, so I feel like I might be putting the samurai armor on. It might be a bad thing. But
You're just gonna look at that and you're just gonna get fucking haunted by some fucking ancient Japanese ghost. Gonna follow you around everywhere.
oh, it's gonna be some fucking creepy one too. 'Cause Japanese ghosts are creepy.
Some of that freaking whole what was that? What was that whole thing with that freaking creepy hair lady?
The Ring?
No, the other
Or
one.
The Grudge.
Yeah, the Grudge. Yeah. Creepy hair lady with that creepy boy.
With the cat face or cat mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. This movie, I really feel like I want to see the people who made The Conjuring remake or do the Stephen King book, Salem's Lot, where they use
that could be good.
Patrick Wilson as Ben. I think that's his name.
I don't think I've ever seen or read that
Main
one.
character. I think his name's Ben Mears, but that could be from The Stand. I'm not sure. Anyways, they need to have him be the writer, and then have somebody play the kid that he helps out. And anyways, they could make like the vampire be creepy like the nun.
Yeah.
With the piercing eyes and the fucking showing up out of nowhere and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it would actually be scary.
Well, see,
Because
that
they
was one of the things
jump
about Stephen King's movies and his scary stuff. There is that his scary stuff is far from it. It's like, okay, dude, like it's not really all that scary. I mean, you got the crazy lady up in the freaking woods. I'm your number one fan. One fan.
It is pretty fucking scary, man.
I don't know.
Especially the book.
Well, I mean, like the books may be, but the movies have never once like. It's just
Oh yeah, the movies are not. I mean, it is pretty. It's got some scary parts.
The
but
new
the rest
one.
of them.
The new It.
The new one.
The old one I don't think really hit it very well. And also it's just It Part 1. I think It Part 2 was not as scary as It Part 1.
Yeah, Stephen King is just not a good writer when it comes to making something scary. He just, at least when it's turned into a movie, I mean, when you can use your imagination, it's better. But as movies, every Stephen King book, pretty much, except for like a couple of them, kind of suck.
Ben Mears is the guy.
Yeah. So what was that one with the freaking killer leeches, the alien leeches?
Oh yeah, that's
with that weird blight shit.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Yeah.
That was like, and then there's the alien at the end of it.
Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, Dreamcatcher, and then the weird alien thing.
in the book, what it is, it's a crashed spaceship, and then it shits out these spores, and the spores turn into like a shit weasel that burrows out your guts with those gnarly teeth.
Yeah.
In the book, and then it possesses a guy, and then there's just a bunch of stuff that goes along with that. That's not really a scary one.
No,
it's not
no.
supposed to be that scary.
No.
That's more like a sci-fi horror book.
Yeah,
But
so there
the
go ahead.
Well, like the scary books are like It. I think Cujo's kind of scary.
Pet Cemetery.
Yeah,
I watched
Pet
both of those today. Not scary movies.
Which one?
Well, no, they're not.
Both of
He's not talking about the movies. He's talking about the books.
Yeah, we're talking about the books. Like, nobody does a very good. Like, first of all, I don't know who in the hell is writing. Whoever the hell did It should probably do some of the other ones. Well, you look at how bad The Dark Tower was.
Yeah.
They decided to condense 7 great books into one shitty movie. They should have had The Gunslinger, or, I mean, because that would have brought people in, I think. Or they could have done the one where they're kids, The Wizard and the Glass or whatever, with some decent kid actors. And everybody would have been like, holy shit, this is a really cool world. Especially that one, if they would have just showed the bad guy making the world take a shit when they started launching nukes and stuff.
Well, that's not the
And then
first
watch-
time directors have completely fucking butchered a book series and try to condense it down to one movie and just completely and utterly ruined it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like writing Harry Potter in one fucking movie.
Yeah.
Having that be one movie.
Yeah, well, like the Aragon movie. It's a great book series. Completely and utterly butchered the movie. You know.
Well, I
Just
think.
look at season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I mean, this great, like, awesome thing, and then, hey, let's have more things happen in the last season than happen in the entire fucking series.
And let's just change
And then-
characters, complete, like character. What is that called?
Roles?
Yeah, the way they portray themselves completely. Just make them turn completely.
Yeah, let's just have this guy who's pretty good turn out to be a piece of shit.
We're just gonna
Let's have this
WWE
lady-
heel turn these people like
Yeah.
on a
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah.
For no reason at all.
So I think
the only part that I thought was good was Arya killing that one guy.
yeah.
I thought that was cool. The rest of it was like, I felt ill. I'm not kidding after watching that whole thing. In this movie, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty disappointed. I was kind of like a little bit looking forward to getting the shit scared out of me.
I think
because
you guys
this could've
hyped it
been-
up to yourself too much. Though.
Yeah.
That's why I was trying to like bring you down a little bit because I watched it again today and I was like,
Yeah.
this isn't. I was like, okay, not as
Well,
bad
it
as I
could've
remember.
been.
It could have been. It
Dude.
could have been definitely.
Like in the scene in The Conjuring 2 where she's in the fucking basement.
Oh god,
no,
yeah.
wait, where she's in her house, and you see the shadow, and then it hits the fucking painting, and then the fucking painting's like turns into the thing, and it's coming after her. That scares. I jumped every fucking time I've seen that.
Oh well,
That's
fuck.
fucking
What was it?
scary.
In the with the whole Crooked Man, like that scene where the fucking boy goes up to his dog, and
That
he's sitting
one-
there,
that
and the
one
fucking
really-
thing turns in like that right there. I was like, what the fuck?
That got me
That's
more
really
than most
chill.
any other.
Yeah,
movies
like that right there
because-
was like what the fuck?
Yeah, because your dog's supposed to be safe, all right?
Yeah, dog is always supposed to be fucking safe, and the
It's a
damn dog turned
fucking
into
chill.
it.
Down my back right now thinking about it. Now this movie, if they would have had like nuns doing their thing, I don't think one of the problems with this is nuns are kind of hard to relate to.
Yeah.
So it's hard to put yourself there with them.
Yeah, but I think the whole fact of it is that like is like when you think of nuns, you think like, all right, these are some people that are gonna be like the hardest to possess and have like a demon fuck with them, because they're just gonna fucking call the demon out and fucking destroy it. You know what I mean? It's like they're like one of the most protected people out there. They're
And
one
they
of the
were
most
until
protected
the seal
buildings.
cracks.
Yeah, you
What
know.
gets me though is these three. Okay, so 2 numbnuts and a priest
Two
show
numbnuts.
up and do what. Well, that's what they are. There's 2 numbnuts and a priest. They show up and just do what like 15 nuns couldn't do. Like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, like if
That's not how
15
you
nuns
do it.
can't fucking do it, then I don't think a damn priest can do it. You know,
Yeah.
like no matter how experienced that priest may be, It's like you would think 15 nuns would have more, holy power behind them than some old priest who's too stupid to bring a young priest with them.
Okay.
If I've learned anything from these movies, it's that apparently a man priest is stronger than a million nuns because they can do an exorcism, and for some reason women can't.
I think it's just the duties of a priest compared to the duties of a nun.
Yeah.
Is all it is. A monk can't do an exorcism.
Yeah.
It's about being a priest, and because the Vatican's a very male-driven thing, it's still that way. So it's still going to be a priest that can do an exorcism. I technically cannot do an exorcism. I'm not a priest.
No, well, you'd also have to. I think you would have to also be certified by the Vatican to even be qualified to even do it. Like you have to go through a training course.
That's why
in exorcism.
That's why the Ed Warren guy talks about he's one of the only people that is not a priest that's allowed or that is certified to do an exorcism.
Yeah,
he talks about that in his other movies.
Priest, Steve has the priest haircut.
Now that's a monk. I've got a monk haircut. Come on.
Oh yeah, you got the monk haircut. That's right.
Steve could play Friar Tuck tomorrow.
God damn, awesome,
we would just have to give him something that looks like beer in a cup, and he could be Friar Tuck.
I was saying, just give him a lot of frothy apple juice.
Yeah.
So, do you guys remember? I don't know if you ever watched it, but there's that new Mummy movie that came out with Tom Cruise.
I have seen some different clips of it, but I never actually watched it.
Okay, see the idea behind.
Watched it in theaters.
Yeah, we watched that and one other bad movie. What was it? Oh, it was King Arthur, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was another one. It was so bad.
Yeah, they were both bad. Anyway, so the Mummy movie was supposed to establish a new dark universe thing for Warner Brothers, which is also DC. So what I'm thinking. We can connect all the stuff because this is I don't know who actually makes this movie. Is this Warner Brothers also?
I don't know.
Oh, it is because it's they have a connection between this and Aquaman.
The Nun has a connection to Aquaman?
The Conjuring universe does. Annabelle is in a shipping container in the bottom of the ocean in one of the things.
What?
So Aquaman is just like, nope, I ain't fucking with that shit. Yeah. He's like, I may be fucking Aquaman, but
it's
nope.
more just an Easter egg because James Wan directed Aquaman also.
Damn it.
With the failure of
Annabelle could fuck up Superman.
Yeah, he could because the magic thing, right? I mean, demon stuff.
Alec would fucking tear up Superman.
Oh, imagine if Valak got a hold of Superman, got into
That's
him.
What we need to see. We need to see
Valak versus Superman
versus a fucking demon, where the demon is kicking Superman's ass.
From the inside.
What's DC's big demon? Marvel uses Mephisto. What does DC use as their big demon?
Honestly, no idea.
I won't have a freaking clue.
There's they have Zatanna, and then a couple other people that I don't really know. They don't really have a good Doctor Strange.
Okay.
They have, what the hell's his name? He's Dr. something, but
Dr. Weird?
Fate, I think. I think it's Dr. Fate. Well, it's funny because they copy off each other, and a whole bunch of Marvel's things, everybody thinks DC copied them.
Oh, it's the other way around. Most of
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them are 9 out of 10 of them are copied, but Marvel has a tendency to. I think the thing they do better is they have less powerful superheroes. So they're more relatable.
Exactly.
Because they can die or whatever. But one of the things I really think they should do with Superman is I think they should shit can the whole character basically and start over with the Homelander, for instance.
Less Superman.
Well, he's a much more interesting guy.
Yeah.
Homelander is than Superman. But they could have for instance, they could have Superman be dropped in a ghetto. And be, or the Appalachian. Did you guys imagine fucking Appalachian Superman?
Oh man,
I'm just sitting here still thinking of gangbanger Superman. What you doing, Batman? You on my turf, bro.
Change his representation a little bit so he would fit in.
I was just
see him fight police and stuff. That would be more interesting to see him where he's more on the side of doing the right thing versus the law and order thing. Which
Superman starts a gang war.
I think the best Superman I ever saw.
What's that?
I think the best Superman I ever saw was Superman Brightburn, fucking amazing movie. That was a good Superman movie.
Well, Homelander's pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah,
like,
he's
where
he's a scary motherfucker.
He's just fucked up, and he's like the guy who acts as him is doing a great. Like I just watched all of the season 2 of The Boys. I highly recommend it. You really get to see Homelander, where you're like, oh my god, is he about to kill all these people?
I'm about halfway through that one, so.
Yeah.
So is Homelander a bad guy, or is he kind of an anti-hero?
He's a bad guy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he could be a good guy.
Yeah.
So he's a super anti-hero.
Oh man.
What he is a kid who was raised in a really shitty environment, who's supposed to be a good guy, and he's doing the best he can. Is basically the best way to describe it. Imagine you were raised in a fucking laboratory by people who were fucking terrified of you.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a lot of like if Superman didn't have like I mean we've talked about it. If Superman didn't have the Kents who must be the most fucking amazing parents on the fucking face of the planet.
Yeah, Superman would have been a complete fucking piece of shit.
To be able to raise somebody that doesn't use his power for his own gain and all that stuff.
No, yeah, because
so it's like, you know, somebody who does not have the morals
that
like you would get from having good parents and stuff.
If Superman had an Atlanta where he did and gotten the parents he did, he probably would have just become like supreme ruler of the world.
Well, there's a whole Red Sun thing where he lands in Russia and
pretty much does that.
Yeah, but ends up being like the like golden boy for Stalin and stuff. And there's
why the hell would he follow anyone?
He still has to learn. He's still a child. But he is basically the ruler of the world at that point.
Yeah, because I'm just like saying things like, if anyone were to naysay him, he'd just be like, "Oh, really? Laser eyes, boom, you're dead."
Like Lex Luthor is like the president of the United States, and he's like, he does not like Superman at all. But he doesn't. You know, he's still doing what he can to try to take him down. But like in this
Lex Luthor is just doing what he has to do to protect Earth from a crazed alien monster that's going around thinking he's a superhero, but really just fucking everything up.
Yeah. So.
Which is why Batman got pissed off at him, made the big old fucking Hulkbuster suit, and fucked Superman shit up.
Yeah, well, Lex Luthor at his core with Superman, he's just jealous of Superman's power. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor could reasonably turn himself into Superman. He would probably be a semi-decent guy. He actually, in most of the times when Superman's the bad guy, Lex Luthor's like the best superhero anybody ever see.
Well, he's the only one that can really fucking do anything about him. You know what I mean? He's the only one smart enough and technologically. Well, yeah.
Oh, also Batman gets one of the coolest costumes he gets and all the stuff in Red Sun. He gets that awesome bomber jacket with the cool goggles and shit like that. He looks fucking cool.
Yeah, and he's Russian too.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is like. Bruce Wayne is like a I'm gonna do it myself type of a guy, and Clark and Superman, no matter what, is kind of a drone. He's a little bit of a drone. Like
he's got to be told to do something to.
Yeah, he's a follower.
Yeah,
he just is. He's like a really powerful follower, and luckily in normal super thing, he's raised by 2 decent people, and he tries to make them proud. Whereas in the Red Sun thing, he's like, okay, Stalin, I'll do whatever you want, and then eventually, and not to mention, like, the writing of the story really is, it would be, I don't know how to describe, actually, the way Superman is in the normal DC stuff, where they ignore a bunch of stuff America does, you know, that's pretty shady, they ignore it way more, but the same kind of a thing for the Soviets, where it's like, oh, there's no such thing as a gulag in this universe.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, the other thing is, like, what makes me laugh about the whole thing is Bruce Wayne, super rich, right? Superman could literally be really rich in, like, 5 years by just moving heavy stuff for people for a lot of money. Like, the dude's so strong, if they figured out straps, he could carry cargo across this ocean and make a crap load of money, and all he's doing is flying it.
Or he could just go out into like the fucking space in the asteroid field and just like mine a bunch of freaking precious minerals and metals and shit.
Yeah. I mean, he could use his laser eyes, knock down an entire forest, and then just drag it all.
This is what Erik would do if he had laser eye vision.
I literally talked about it with my brother. I've been like,
You talked
I
about
wish
it
I
on
was-
this podcast.
It's like if my brother and I found a UFO, the first thing we would do is weld a fucking cable thing to it, and we'd figure out how to fly the damn thing, and I'd be logging with it, making a shitload of money.
So you want to be going to space trying to mine with it, make even more money. You're like, no, first we need to take care of these fucking trees.
Mining seems really hard, and logging something I already know how to do. So it's like, strapping a cable to a UFO, not that big of a deal.
He's gonna strap a fucking super long zip line to the UFO to the ground.
Wrapped around the fucking spaceship, right? Like cut right through it.
Mhm.
Like, God, piece of shit.
Eric's gonna try to slide down that cable at some point and smack into a large wall.
Oh, believe me, you do not slide down cable. You want to talk about like tons of little. Basically, imagine a shitload of cable needles that are all twisty right through your skin. That's what happens trying to slide down any skin cable. That's not a good idea.
Oh yeah, I know it.
Okay, so anyways, my idea of the the Dark Universe thing, they could rebuild this Dark Universe thing by connecting it to the whole, like to have that priest be part of this group that is in the Dark Universe shit. That Russell, fighting around the world guy, what's his name?
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. There you go. Because Russell Crowe plays Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde in this thing, and he's actually not a bad character for the thing. I think it was just a bad movie. Like they did a bad job with the thing, and the concept of the whole thing it's kind of cool. Like going like a group. We've seen it before, but like a group of individuals or like a society going after these different monsters and either co-opting them into basically the way Hellboy does it. Kind of thing. So having this priest join this group or be part of this whole thing,
And who the hell is Hellboy?
Demons and shit like that. Who the hell is Hellboy?
Yeah.
Hellboy is the son of the devil.
Is
He's got
he
a
that? Is he
cool
that
rock
big
band.
red dude who's got to grind his horns off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's Hellboy. Okay, I wasn't sure. I just want to make sure.
He's got a buddy who's a fish man.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
A girlfriend who can start fires with her brain.
That's right. Yeah, and then he doesn't shave his horns off, and he gets all like evil power. And
He shaves his horns off just because he don't want to look like it. He doesn't want to look that inconspicuous, being a demon and stuff.
Except for he's a giant, like 6 foot tall red dude.
He wears a big trench coat and sometimes a hoodie. He doesn't care a lot of times. He walks around and just, hey, what's going on, buddy? And then he gets in trouble for going out in public when he's not supposed to. But the big horns he usually gets when there's like the blood moon and shit like that that's supposed to like raise fucking Satan or some shit like that. Like there's a movie about it. We should watch it. Especially the Ron Perlman one. Although the David Harbour one's not horrible. It's just not as good as the Ron Perlman ones. So
It happens.
Anyways, I wouldn't mind like having that Dark Universe come back, but just get rid of the Tom Cruise
Really?
thing
I
with the
thought
weird
they-
mummy thing and stuff. Because we could have had like Wolfman, we could have fucking Dracula.
Fucking Van Helsing up in that bitch.
Yeah, Van Helsing coming in. Pretty awesome.
Was there ever a good Van Helsing movie?
Good in what sense?
Like actually worth a fucking damn, like follows his story properly and is actually portrayed right, and like it actually has a good story behind it.
It's called The Strain.
Yeah.
Had a pretty good one.
Yeah, Sarakian. Yeah.
Had a pretty good Van Helsing.
Yeah, that's
The
what
TV
it
show
is.
wasn't as good as the book, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, because I mean, like Van Helsing could make like a really good movie if they did it right.
Like what I'm saying is like the Van Helsing I'm thinking of is what was his name? Viggo Mortensen, right? That was an all right action movie. It was dumb, but it was an all right action movie.
Yeah, because I mean, Van Helsing could be an incredibly dark story.
I've never watched that TV show. The girl that Van Helsing. I don't know. how that is. Jason.
That is not good.
Okay.
I watched
Episode 1,
it.
not
It's
great.
so bad.
I was gonna say Jason's the one who probably would have watched this, so that's why I asked.
Yeah, but like,
I watched the whole first season, and the first half of it was okay, and then it started going downhill quick. So I don't know if they changed writers or what, but it got really bad.
yeah, you see, and that's like really
Should've went
disappointing.
Downhill from the
Yeah, because I mean, Van Helsing could be such an incredibly good story, an incredibly dark story if it's done right. I mean, it's just what it is, I mean, the guy's a fucking monster hunter,
They brought these vampire things into the TV show, and it seriously kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
And then right at the end of the first season, Van Helsing decides to be the bad guy and fight with the bad guys to kill humans or some shit, and it was a bad show all around.
Okay, well that's another thing that I don't really get about the whole Van Helsing thing. There is like it's like yeah, like I get it, like he's like famous for fighting vampires and shit like that, like, but that's not the only thing he fought. He's pretty much like the original Witcher is what he was. He was just a super fucking badass dude who went around fighting all manner of monsters. So it's like it doesn't always have to focus around he's going out here trying to fight Dracula. No, it's like
I'm pretty sure the Witcher stories are actually like folklore from Polish things from way in the past.
Okay,
like I'm pretty sure that those stories have been around forever. Yeah. They just became a game when CD Projekt Red started.
Yeah,
but
that
guy wrote the books.
Yeah. But all the same, like Van Helsing, can be a lot more than just like, I'm gonna go be, the Mel Buffy vampire slayer and go and do this. It's like.
Oh, what about that one, the TV show on Netflix? I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, what, that new Buffy?
No, with the vampire, with Dracula.
Oh.
But there's Van Helsing in that, but it wasn't a dude, it was a lady.
I haven't seen that. No, I haven't seen that.
I don't even know what the fuck it's
called. Was it Dracula?
No, that was pretty good.
I mean, what I watched of it was good.
At the end of it, yeah, it's Dracula.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only like 5 episodes from what I remember. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. I enjoyed what I watched. I thought they did a good job with it. Like, I watched all the way up to the point where he shows up at, like, that convent, and he can't get in. And he's, like, strutting back and forth in front of the thing.
He's trying
there's not much after that. It's pretty good, though.
Okay.
Yeah. He's trying to open up the room requirements, Steven?
No, he was trying to get into the thing, but because the door's locked and they didn't invite him in, he couldn't get in.
That's what I'm saying. He's strutting back and forth. That's what you do to,
But you got to think about it 3 times before you can get through.
Well, you got to concentrate super hard on it and then pass over it 3 times.
It would always turn into a bathroom if I walked past it.
Well, we all know that.
Or a food cupboard. Depending on which point I'm at.
Eric's would just be automatically just a chainsaw closet. He'd be like, I really have to poop. Why are you going chainsaw closet? All right, give me the chainsaw. I mean, I guess I'm gonna chop these turds up here. Wait, like, you know what? No. This is the castle's fault. All right, I wanted a bathroom. It gave me chainsaws.
The third Transylvania movie had a pretty good Van Helsing story.
It wasn't bad. But I do remember seeing that before, and I told my daughter that. And we're watching it, and I'm like, see, it's going to happen this way. And I'm like, I recited the movie to her as we watched it. I'm like, I swear I watched this fucking movie. But it was the fucking first week it came out in theaters, so I don't know how the fuck I watched that movie, but I watched the whole thing before.
It's that Mandela effect.
They must have rewritten a story from somewhere else that you just couldn't remember where.
Yeah, because I'm like, I watched this whole fucking thing. Like, I know exactly what's going to happen. It's like, oh, that's his daughter, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, or his niece.
Either that or they figured out how to infiltrate Steven's mind and they just took the story from there.
Yeah.
He's actually the writer. They just erased it from his memory.
God, I'd be so pissed off.
Yep.
That would be fucking mad. That would be terrible, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Where you wake up and you realize you wrote like 6 movies. And you haven't gotten a single fucking penny
like those
for
sons of bitches.
After they stole the Mario Brother movie from me, after they stole the Mario Brother movie out of my head, they never took it.
I'm
glad they didn't.
Okay. Literally, Jason. I was just about to say, it's like the only the only movie Jason wrote was the original Mario movie. Like we all know that to be true. I was literally just about to fucking say that too. God damn it. I was literally just about to fucking say that too. Oh, yeah, that's terrible.
So this fucking Nun movie where they really could have done a better job with that shit.
We are getting a second one of these.
Yeah. There's a Nun too.
How do you even make? How do you like? Okay.
They're real stories, which means that whatever Nun 2 is has to do with the same demon, and it's another true based off another true story. So,
well, you know what? We talked about this last week of like based on a true story kind of thing. Do you know what's true about this story?
Romania exists. If Romania exists, and you put this castle is in Romania, guess what? It can now be said based on true events. Because
I was gonna say that the monastery does exist.
Exactly, it does.
It did get bombed, but it wasn't bombed by Nazis because Romania was on the Axis.
No, yeah. So, but that is literally all they have to do to make it like this was based on a true story. Like there could be a movie about Erik, like I don't know, like blowing up the sun or something like that. And in part of that movie, Erik takes a shit out in the woods. At that point in time, it could be this is based on a true story because Erik has taken a shit out in the woods at one point in time in his life.
But hey, if I'm not on a shitter, buddy, it's not real.
Sorry, it never happened.
Also, that demon is real, or like real in the sense that it's in the in books and shit like that. So they took it from whatever.
Yeah. So the only person they have cast so far, or at least showed that's being cast for the Nun 2, is that Bonnie Aarons that plays the nun. Their super weird, thin, creepy nose and high cheekbones and everything.
She's super creepy looking.
She does look really fucking creepy.
So in Annabelle, they had the lady, the nun, that was in Annabelle, the one on the farm, the creation one, I think.
Uh-huh.
Why wasn't she in this?
She really should have. Like, there should have been a point right before. Because, like, I feel like she went and visited that place probably right before all the nuns were killed, right? Or maybe all the nuns were already dead and she got away before everything happened. I don't know.
Well, that's what should have happened. That's how the movie should have went.
Yeah.
They didn't need to have... Like, that's the story we needed to have seen was Valak escape, like he did.
Yeah.
And this lady sees some seriously fucked up shit and she escapes. The whole thing, I don't know, man. The whole thing where there's like a bunch of nuns get their ass kicked by something that like two dipsticks can manage to fucking take care of just is like, I don't know. That kind of pisses me off a little bit. I mean,
especially nuns who have been here, and you would think there would be some kind of training that they go through when they go here, because this is the reason they're there, is to keep that thing in its place. So they definitely should have had way more training. What the fuck happened? Come on, don't fucking die me. Okay,
these are fucking hard ass Romanian ones, too.
Yeah.
These aren't like Florida, nuns. Okay, Florida ones are probably pretty badass too.
Yeah.
These aren't like Southern California nuns, okay, that are getting their hair done and stuff. These are hard ass Romanian warts on their face,
eating fucking turnips raw.
Get out of you with the ruler, fart when they walk, crop dust people, hard ass nuns. Okay, they're the real deal.
Yeah. So one of the more. Go ahead.
They're not going to be like, oh, what are we going to do? They're going to be like, I know what to do.
Well, like I said, just besides just being hard asses, they're also going to have special training to be in that place. Like, you're not just going to send some fucking rookie there, although they did.
In a fucking area that has okay, there's a super fucking evil portal at hell contained within the basement of this fucking place.
Yeah. Although maybe at this point the Vatican totally forgot about the place, and we're just not even thinking of it. And
then you know what?
That's why they hadn't gotten any new fresh.
Then the Vatican fucking dropped the ball.
Well, they definitely did.
There's a ton of conspiracy theories that the Vatican has a whole arm to it that deals with this kind of stuff that doesn't talk to the normal arm anymore. It's basically like the CIA shadow government thing.
Or like that in Star Trek, the what's the
damn it,
the side you know what I'm talking about, Jason?
Side? Yeah.
The ones that don't fucking aren't they do their own thing. They don't have to answer to Starfleet. So
you're talking about on Discovery?
Discovery, and it shows up in Enterprise.
I was gonna say, wasn't it Enterprise too? Because it wasn't Riker or something like that.
No, it was like a time travel group.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah, they time travel. And shit
that's right. Yeah, the time travelers, because that was the whole. Yeah, okay.
But in Discovery, it's a different. They don't do time travel yet.
Well, that they led on.
Yeah. But it's like a whole side group that doesn't answer the Starfleet and is answers this fucking AI and shit like that. It's all fucked up. And
why the fuck would you answer to an AI?
Just they don't care. They're fine with murdering a whole bunch of people and stuff like that. So
it's like okay, I'm gonna go lead my life led by the commands of Google.
Don't do that. We've seen what happens to AI when they get to have experience with Google.
Exactly. It's like okay, Google, what do I do next? Oh shit!
God damn it!
Oh shit!
Sorry.
You asshole!
Now everyone who's watching this who has that is going to be sitting there going, "God damn it! Why the hell did he say that?" So if we went down the street with a megaphone and said that and had to like play like I don't know like you know like could we like rickroll an entire neighborhood?
Well, the real move is where you get Alexa to order a bunch of shit. You know?
Yeah.
You just have them like, especially like I wish we had merch that was really easy where we could say like whatever the command for Alexa is, order like 5 Hap t-shirts.
Yeah.
You know? And then it's just like we just start getting orders rolled in. Cha-ching! Then you go down the street with a fucking microphone.
Yes. Forced marketing. It's the new tactic of the future.
Oh man.
Forced marketing.
Everybody's putting pillows over their fucking smart home device.
Well, there's so many news stories about them hacking, like people hacking into that and finding like they keep all the conversations you have for Siri.
Well, yeah, it's
Alexa,
been proven
everything.
that's constantly recording and sending that shit back to a database. Like they've been caught doing it. They go, sorry, while they're sitting naked on a bearskin rug, and then they continue doing it.
Well, you got to wonder how bad the AI that the government uses to find out if anybody's doing crimes, because the people that run that haven't actually caught anybody doing anything. I literally, you know what they're doing in that division? They're downloading porno pictures and beating it.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
They're literally like, internet porn has saved the nation from a draconian.
Well, it's like that episode in South Park where they have the TSA, the Total Safety Administration, and there's that like super fat dude with the with the lube. It's just like that's pretty much who's watching it all.
They caught the subway guy somehow, so I mean they're doing something.
Damn it.
NSA didn't catch that guy. The fucking regular cops caught him. I think he was trying to bang
nothing
one of
about
their
that
kids
story.
or something.
No, honestly, it was a vigilante rat that bit the dude's dick off. Brought it into the police station, got a DNA test on it. It's like, bam. There it is. That'd be a good superhero, vigilante rat. Vigilante rat man.
So this nun
Ricky,
movie...
you can play that part.
If I make millions of dollars, I will.
You smell like a New York sewer, you can do it.
You can go fuck yourself, Jason.
Man, Charlie would come after you real fast. That's Charlie work right there.
He ain't getting my fucking cheese.
He's gonna hit you with a fucking Charlie or a rat stick and take your fucking cheese.
I'll have a bigger rat stick.
To be fair, Ricky
To be fair,
Ricky is bigger than Charlie. So
yeah,
Charlie's a lot richer than me.
you know what'd be really funny? Like an episode of Sunny where Ricky and Rickety Cricket team up and kick the gang's ass. I would watch that shit.
be hilarious.
I would really watch
All
that
right.
shit.
They'd be like, "There's 2 of them."
Yeah.
With the way Rickety Cricket is, he'd be laying on the ground whining while they kicked him, just being the distraction while Ricky actually like beat the shit out of him.
Yep. While
Oh my
Jason
God,
sits back drinking milk with the
With
the
boils.
twins and their sister.
No. Ricky, your country cricket.
Cricket.
You know how they had Country Mac,
Yeah.
who showed up and was badass? Ricky could be Country Cricket and show up with the same clothes he normally wears and a shotgun and a pistol and be a badass and just pop them.
Just be super pissed off what they've done to your
Yeah.
cousin.
And only use beanbag round.
No, Frank is gonna get his fucking 2x4 and push me off the roof. We all know that's just what's gonna happen. All right.
It'd be really funny if you shot Frank in the ass, like literally in the asshole with a beanbag gun. You could tell the whole episode would be you saying that, you know, you slammed him with your bag, and they're all like, "What the hell is Frank doing now?"
Damn.
He bagged my asshole all the way to with the bag, and they're like, "What?" Oh man.
God
I feel like
damn
that'd
it.
be really funny. Yeah.
If he shot him with the
Pull it
pistol, he'd
off.
have rubber bullets. He could leave a rubber bullet in his asshole. So he could leave a rubber in him.
There you go, yeah.
Lost my
Yeah, what's
rubber in
going on,
Frank's
Takamania?
ass.
That'd be so funny. And then what could happen? The whole ending of the episode could be Dee falls in love with Ricky, and then Cricket pushes him off the thing because he's jealous. That'd be great.
Just because of how Cricket is, he'd probably end up falling with him. And
Yeah,
then
like that.
break Ricky's fall because he hit the ground first somehow.
Well, it'd be funnier if Cricket's, then I don't know. That just
For the first time ever, Cricket got lucky.
Yeah.
That's the name of the episode. Cricket gets lucky.
Country Cricket. Cricket gets lucky.
All right.
So-
Do you have anything else you wanted to say, Eric? You're trying. I think you're trying to get something out.
I just wish the movie would
gone.
have they would have. I just wish they would have done a better job with the whole plot, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because the nun thing is like, how the hell do you fuck that up? That's pretty creepy, And then there was no like build up. It's like that's the whole Conjuring thing, right? They have what the lady said at the end, the three things I can't remember,
Yeah.
but they basically show everybody getting scared all the time, and then they start seeing shit move.
Well, yeah, that's the process of
So,
possession.
no.
Is they have to do
Yeah.
infestation and shit like that first.
I
and-
There
think-
you go. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I
Good job.
think we come across this a lot with movies that especially horror movies with multiple parts. It becomes less of a horror movie and it becomes more of an action movie. We see it with Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alien starts out as a fucking horror movie. That movie is scary as fuck.
Yeah.
But we can't relate to it just because we don't live on a spaceship or whatever. But those fucking aliens are scary as fuck if you don't see them all the way out. The second movie, Aliens, is a full-on action movie, and any other movie after that is just an action movie. It's not a horror movie anymore. It's
No.
become an action movie against a monster kind of thing. Any of the most of the movies with Jason and all the slasher flicks and stuff like that. The first one may be scary, and then it just becomes an action movie of how are these people going to survive, and a kill fest of teenagers usually. We see it happen with a lot, fucking Saw. That was a psychological fucking horror in the first part, and then it becomes an action movie further into the thing. It just becomes
Yeah.
a way to show gory shit, and then
Yeah.
some action.
The whole
shots
shock,
and stuff like that.
value
Yeah.
shit with just some action crap.
I
think
love the first Saw, but everyone after that sucks.
Well, I think it just become. I wonder if it's just hard for these guys. I don't know if they have a hard time capturing it. I think James Wan has captured it, at least with The Conjuring and Conjuring 2. Conjuring 2 wasn't as scary as the first one, but he still captured it. It wasn't an action movie. It was a fucking horror movie.
Actually, the Insidious movies have all actually been pretty scary.
They have
They're
been.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need. And was it James Wan that did those two?
I have no clue.
Oh.
He did Chapter 2 and Chapter 1, and he
Insidious
wrote and
Chapter
directed
2?
both of those. I don't think he did anything after that. No, Chapter 3 he was a producer, and it doesn't look like he did anything for the fourth one. But I think they you're right though. They've steadily stayed scary.
Yeah.
They've done a good job of and they keep building on that same world, and they do a good job with that. So,
Well, I mean, shit. The Paranormal Activities were. The first one was a little. Was all right. I'm not gonna lie. That first one scared me.
yeah.
We
Well,
watched
and
it.
that one has the same thing The Conjuring does, though. It builds. It has so long of nothing happening, and
Yeah.
anything that does happen, it's so slight you don't even know what actually happened, and then it builds and builds, and then it starts getting, and you don't even ever see anything, just fucking creepy shit, girl standing above shit like that, and then the end of the guy flying. At the
Well,
camera
honestly,
and
what is it
stuff.
like? The paranormal movies kind of
That's
do
what we
that.
just said.
Yeah, okay. I didn't
we're
hear
talking
that.
about,
I
yeah.
thought you were talking about The Conjuring and
No.
Insidious still.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity stuff.
Yeah.
And I think, and like you said, they've stayed pretty steady. At least, I don't know about that new one that came out where they had the camera they could see in the other world. I don't know. So
Seems a little weird.
I didn't see that. All I remember, the last one I seen, they had the Xbox. What the hell's that thing called again?
the Connect.
The Kinect. and the connect was seeing the fucking thing move around.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking creepy. I was like, oh fuck.
Well, that's what they're doing nowadays with more modern horror movies. Is they're like bringing in like cell phone technologies and other things like that. It was like what was that? That Truth or Dare movie, I think is what it was.
That was a movie. It wasn't very good though. I didn't watch it, but
No. But it brings that whole modern thing out there where it's like, in order for these people to survive at least for a little while longer, they literally got most of the fucking world to fucking start playing the damn game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they went on, they put a YouTube video out there of it, you know, and that's just what it was, you know. So it's like I feel like, you know, now that, you know, like, you know, these more modern movies are bringing in more and more modern technology.
Well, but they're also doing something similar to what like Blair Witch started with that found footage stuff. Like,
yeah,
those Paranormal Activities are just a Blair Witch thing with inside of a house.
Yeah,
and they build on the stories and kind of jump back and forth and have all this creepy shit and stuff like that. And like some of that stuff, fucking like I can't remember which one it was, but there was that one where the guy's sitting on the couch and the girl just walks up behind him
and just breaks his fucking neck. Yeah,
and I'm like,
what the fuck?
I don't ever want my fucking couch not against the wall. Fuck this.
Yeah, no, yeah,
I don't want
fuck
anybody
that
sneaking
shit.
up on me.
Well, that's like every time you see that, like in The Nun, the one scary thing is when the thing got up behind her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm thinking to myself, if you're starting to have a weird thing, like put your back against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, not in a dark spot either.
No.
Find the bright spot, and then
you know what?
You know, no.
Glow in the dark paint. Every time if something paranormal happens, go down to the Home Depot or Lowe's, buy a fucking huge ass thing of glow in the dark paint. Fucking paint your walls with that shit. Charge it up with the huge ass fucking sun lamp, and then just sit and chill. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nothing ever gonna be dark.
I think step one is going and buying a boombox and then playing reggae music or some kind of happy.
Tenacious D.
Happy, right? Maybe
Yeah.
not Tenacious D. Maybe something a little more happy than that. But like something where it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna really, it's like
Make
I
it
don't know
hard
what
to
the hell-
scare you and infect
Yeah.
You got to
We're
remember,
just
Ricky, that
feeling
Tenacious D
good.
does sing about the Satan and all that.
you. Yeah,
stuff.
but they
You
sing
really
about
don't-
fucking doing a rock off and shit like that, you know.
Well,
And
also there's that
the
one
rock and
called Hail,
sauce.
that one that ends with Hail Satan.
Well,
and all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
You really don't want anything to encourage it.
I guess, yeah.
I'd be happy listening to fucking Barney if it kept the thing away from me.
Yeah.
God.
You know? Could
But
you
that's
imagine
how
that
horror
movie?
movies go. They have that creepy fucking happy music going, and then some scary shit's happening in the background.
You start getting haunted by a demon that takes the form of Barney.
You little bitch.
She is.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
She actually set the camera better.
Yes, she did. So here, let me help you.
That actually would be scary if Barney.
Yeah. Huh?
Well, now we're talking like fucking Five Nights at Freddy's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
That
animatronics
made
and
it
stuff.
so the nun isn't looking down on Ricky anymore in the video.
That's true. Oh man. All right. What rating did you guys give this?
I gave this movie 2.5 stars.
I gave it, yeah, 2 stars, dude.
I went with 3 stars.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2 stars.
I'm gonna go with 3 stars.
All right. Next week's movie is Kelly's Choice. What are you gonna choose?
Yes, sir. I am choosing Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween.
What is
I've never even heard of that.
Hubie?
Yeah, because it just came out, Ricky. I am on top.
Oh, is that the one with Adam Sandler?
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know, yeah.
All
I
right,
saw.
so is this
I
the
saw
only
it
where
for
we're getting
review.
happy thoughts in this whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah, Hubie Halloween. There it is. Okay.
How do you spell it?
Yeah,
And Jason
Hubie.
Scary.
Yeah, with Adam Sandler and his friends. Did you know he like purposely casts his friends in like his movies?
Why
Like,
wouldn't you?
yeah.
If you've got the ability to do it and you're gonna help
Yeah.
your buddies out, why the fuck wouldn't you?
Well, he created his own production studio,
Yeah.
so that way he
No
could
way.
do that.
This is like 30-some
Wait.
years in the making.
Who are we talking about?
Adam Sandler.
Who is that? Who's he play?
He plays as Hubie Dubious.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Then you have Kevin James, who plays Sergeant Steve. Julie Bowen as Violet Valentine or something like that. Ray Liotta plays Mr. Landoloff.
We'll talk about this next week, though. So.
Steve Buscemi is Walter Lamb.
Play in his movies. And how many Adam Sandler movies has all of us seen with the same people in it? That's funny. I like that. That was a good one. I felt like that was a high-level double troll right there.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
He has Kenan Thomas.
Thompson?
Yeah, Thompson in here. Thompson, yeah.
Kenan Thomas. It's Kenan Thompson's cousin.
Is he related to Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's?
He is.
He might be.
It's half brother, actually.
Good burger.
Good
burger.
That's actually the pictures they have of him when you click on his photo. I think the first few stuff is him playing in Good Burger, and then I think all that.
All right. If nobody has anything else, that's going to be it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
what
we
we have to
haven't
do is wrap up.
done
It's
that.
not buy time yet, Eric. God.
Go.
He's like, can I play my game now?
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/HeroicAdventureProductions, twitch.tv/TurkiterPlays, youtube.com/HeroicAdventureProductions, and you can also follow us on Twitter @HAPGaming. Follow me on Twitter @Turkiter. Follow Eric on Twitter
Quick and severe.
Kelly on Twitter
Sugar Snuggles.
Ricky on Twitter
I think it's furry Twitter balls.
We're going to change it to I think it's furry Twitter balls now. And Jason on Twitter
Unbelievable one.
You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky @HAPGaming.com. Each one of those names individually at HAPGaming.com. You can find all the stuff I've been saying in the description on youtube.com/HeroicAdventureProductions and twitch.tv/TurkiterPlays. That's going to be it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.